Good evening and thanks for watching tonight. I'm Matt Davenport. A mother is speaking out tonight after a much buzzed about fight in Old Town Pocatello. The incident happened in September in an alley off West Center Street and Main Street. Cody Howell and Cheyenne Rogers say it started when they tangled with a drunken man, William Mastel. There was a scuffle and Mastel left. Sometime later, the pair were standing in the alley when a third man, Darren Black, that's when a carload of men pulled up. One of the men, Mastel, got out of the car and punched Howell in the face. Rogers pulled out a knife. That's when Mastel tackled her and was stabbed. Another man got out of the car. Joel Botanegra also struggled with Rogers and was also stabbed. The fight ended when Black pulled a gun and fired shots towards them. Now, the complex situation has caused quite a stir, and both sides have their own version of the story. KPVI News That Works for You reporter Rachel Cox-Rosen sat down with Cody Howell's mother to hear their side.
That's how Laura Childers reacted when asked about this video showing her 22-year-old son Cody Howell getting punched and knocked to the ground in a September altercation. Watching it, it was all I could do not to scream through the entire thing. It is so hard to watch. And then in court, I had to watch it in slow motion 3 or 4 times. And I've had nightmares about it. Howell called his mom shortly after it happened, asking her to check on his girlfriend, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, whose face is so bruised and battered, she looks like the Elephant Man. And Cody with one of his arms dangling well below the other. The only people who were charged were Howell, Cheyenne Rogers, Darren Black, and William Mastel. Mastel was convicted of misdemeanor disturbing the peace and had to pay a $260 fine. Black, who ended the fight by firing a gun and forcing Joel Bocanegra on the ground, was charged with felony aggravated assault. He put his business on the line. Now he's looking at 20 years in prison, a huge fine for doing the right thing. Howell and Rogers are also charged with disturbing the peace. They both pled not guilty, and their case is headed to a jury trial. If assault charges are not brought against the men in the car, Childers plans to sue them in civil court. And as for how safe she thinks Old Town Pocatello is, Childers explained that she feels fine, but people of a lower socioeconomic status, like Cody and Cheyenne, should not. Is Old Town safe right now? I guess it just depends on who you are.
Now, one of the men in the car, Joel Botanegra, filed a protection order against Lauren Childers on January 12th, alleging that she threatened him and attacked him on the internet. He also says he's received death threats. Botanegra sent KPVI News this statement: "I have not been charged with a crime, nor do I expect to be. If viewers stay tuned to the criminal cases and should the matter proceed to trial, the evidence will fully validate my actions as reasonable."